there's a pattern. So the psychos, they want to be famous psychos. Okay, so, and they've always proven, доказали уже давно, proven that they will attack the most vulnerable targets. Okay, so they only go to gun-free zones. Okay, because what that means is, it's a sign saying, look at us, we're a bunch of idiots. No one here has a gun. Please come and shoot us. It's a shooting gallery. Enjoy. That's what it means. And there's a lot of psychos out there. So how do you handle that? You don't. Guess what? No gun-free zones, right? Let people carry. At least have armed guards. If you're going to send your children to a school where they're going to spend most of their day, you might want to take some precautions.
Listen, where I, not where I live, but I have a lot of friends who live in Judea and Samaria, and the teachers are armed. And like everybody was so, it's like people, you mention this to like leftists, and they're just like, oh my God, this and that. I'm like, they're not going to shoot the kids. That's not the point. Like they just don't understand. Like I don't understand where does this come from? Like why do they like? Where does that kind of psychology come from? Like where people are not able to grasp that there's like good. I mean, I guess it's just like a simple thing. They don't understand good versus evil. They don't understand that there's good people with guns and bad people with guns. But how does that even come to be? That lack of understanding by people,
Look, it's a very successful cult. Leftism in general, it's a very, very successful cult because it's based on emotions. It's based on beautiful dreams, right? And very, very low on reality, as we can see. Everything involved in it.
We just had a conversation about American, who, and also there's like, I think there's a correlation between that. Anyway.
Yeah. So that's basically, if you have an emotionally incontinent population, not incompetent, incontinent. I hope that came through.
Yeah, incontinent. Yeah, like the emotions are not properly channeled.
The emotions are not properly channeled. Everything is. Trying to remember my words. I'm getting zapped. I'm probably getting zapped. That's why I can't remember stuff. Just kidding. Although I wouldn't put them past them. I'm just not important enough. That's all. So basically, they, there's that expression. She doesn't suffer fools. Right. No BS type person. Right. But leftism in its stages, when it's taking over, right? It suffers every type of fool. Especially, it only suffers fool. But that's the point. You understand? It indulges every idiotic, non-realistic thought and feeling that a person has, and they make safe spaces for those type of things. You understand? Where you can just kind of be a shithead that you're not supposed to be. Right? Where all the worst character traits are indulged rather than, it's very, very unhealthy. Like, look at Hollywood, right? Like, my heart goes out to some of these people. I don't know if I should name names. I probably shouldn't, but there are people who are mentally ill, who need to be institutionalized. And instead, what happens? They make them famous. They make them into entertainers, and they indulge their behavior and encourage it. And they get crazier and more destructive, and crazier and more destructive, and we find it funny. Okay, so that's and then they kill themselves, right?
Or the other theory, the other theory is that they're given something called MK Ultra, and then they don't actually kill themselves, and that they are Epsteined.
What is that? What does Epstein mean? What is he alive somewhere with Elvis?
No,
like, what's going on?
No. They are killed, but somebody pretends it was a suicide or an overdose. But they make it look like it's one. But they're really.
But why would anybody kill Farley?
No, Farley. No, Farley. I think OD'd, but I think there's other people. I don't know. No, well, there's this whole theory of like, if we were talking about them, people being used as sacrifices, not korbanot, but sacrifices.
I wasn't even going there. I wasn't going that deep.
I was just giving you the other option. I know you weren't going there.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's good to know that we can venture there. Yeah. But I'm is that drill? You hear the drill?
Yeah. What is that? You?
Sorry.
Yeah. I thought it was another one of those things that we heard yesterday while we were talking about the Tic Tac UFOs.
It was not a Tic Tac. This is a drill, but
this is a drill. This is only a drill.
It's only a drill. I'm only a drill. Yes, I'm only a drill.
What the hell?
And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
What the hell?
Oh no, that's a bill. That's a bill. My bad.
Well, that's from January 6th.
Yeah. Yo, I saw something today. That sack of shit, Lindsey Graham.
Yeah.
Now, he's a sack of shit even if he didn't actually make the statement. But if he did make the statement, it only, reinforces it.
Yeah.
So he was telling the cops about during the January 6th, quote unquote, insurrection. Yeah. Right. So yeah, ridiculous. So he was saying that he was telling the cops, "You got guns, use them." He was encouraging the cops to shoot them. Lindsey Graham. Yeah. What a shocker, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Meaning I'm not shocked.
Listen, all these people are paid by someone. They're paid by someone. That's why, like, a friend of mine said on Shabbos, "Oh, it was we were talking about the